Today we are going to know about the seventh insight, engaging the flow. So the sixth insight, we have completed the sixth insight about how we have to clear our past. So first, before clearing, just we have to know and we have to explore ourselves and also the pattern which is repeating in our families from generations, and also about father and mother, the patterns of them. So this is how we have understood about the sixth insight. And coming to the seventh insight, engaging the flow. So finally, Father Sanchez and James went to Machu Picchu. So there they met Father Carl. So James had thoughts of Marjorie's safety and felt very weak. So then Father Sanchez came near James and said, "You don't look very strong. Perhaps you are not being very systematic in the way you build your energy." So when James felt low, so Father Sanchez, he is trying to help him to build the energy. So he said, "Let me offer you the way that I personally gain energy. Perhaps my method will help you as you create your own procedure. The first thing I do is to focus on the environment around me. Then I try to remember how everything looks when I am being filled with energy. I do this by recalling the presence everything displays, the unique beauty and shape of everything, especially plants, and the way colors seem to glow and appear brighter. I try to experience the feeling, that feeling of closeness, the feeling that no matter how far away something is, that I can touch it, connect with it, and then I breathe it in. Do you remember the feeling of buoyancy that you experienced on the ridge top?" he asked James. To regain that buoyancy, I try to breathe in the energy with which I have just connected. So that means, friend, he is trying to, here we have to understand that Father Sanchez, he is trying to make reminding, he is helping James to recollect those beautiful experiences. So that beautiful experiences, what we had, so we have to recollect that when we feel little bit low. Okay, so when we visualize, so he's continuing, when we visualize that each breath pulls energy into us and fills us like a balloon, we actually become more energized and feel much lighter and more buoyant. After I breathe in the energy, scientists continue, I check to see if I have the right emotion. So right emotion is very, very important. As I have told you before, I consider this the true measure of whether I'm really connected. It's about love. As we discussed at the mission, love is not an intellectual concept or a moral imperative or anything else. It is a background emotion that exists when one is connected to the energy available in the universe, with which, of course, is the energy of God. The words you have habitually will through your head in an attempt to logically control events stop when you give up your control drama. As you fill up with inner energy, other kinds of thoughts enter your mind from a higher part of yourself. These are your intuitions. I would like to repeat, masters. As you fill up with inner energy, other kinds of thoughts enter your mind from a higher part of yourself. These are your intuitions. They feel different. They just appear in the back of your mind, sometimes in a kind of daydream or mini vision, and they come to direct you, to guide you. So daydreams and also dreams, he mentioned. When you have acquired enough energy, You're ready to consciously engage evolution, to start it flowing, to produce the coincidences that will lead you forward. You engage your evolution in a very specific way. First, as I said, you build sufficient energy. Then you remember your basic life question, the one your parents gave you, because this question provides the overall context for your evolution. Next, you center yourself on your path by discovering the immediate, smaller questions that currently confront you in life. These questions always pertain to your larger question and define where you currently are in your lifelong quest. The only time this will not occur is when you have the wrong question in mind. You see, the problem in life is not in receiving answers. The problem is in identifying your current questions. Once you get the questions right, the answers always come. The energy flowing out of you creates a current that pulls energy into you at the same rate. You can never run out, but you must stay conscious of this process in order for it to work. This is especially important when you interact with people. Seventh insight deals with the process of consciously evolving yourself, of staying alert in every coincidence, every answer the universe provides for you. But it talks about the way objects jump out at us, the way certain thoughts come as guidance. As for the eighth, you will find it yourself when the time is right. It explains how we can aid others as they bring us the answers we seek. And further, it describes a whole new ethic governing the way humans should treat each other in order to facilitate everyone's evolution. So Father Carl and Sanchez said to James to explore other insights on his own by following his own intuitions. So now James started his journey alone now, at this moment. So every time he is to depend on others, but now he started his own journey depending on his own intuitions. So he started to journey to find Will and Marjorie. There in the jungle near, military soldiers caught James and took him to a place where few more people were held to question about manuscript. Because all these people who were having copies of manuscript were kept in one place to question them about this. So there James met Pablo. So Pablo has shared few more information about seventh insight. The seventh insight talks about dreams, he said. It says to compare the story of the dream to the story of your life. Compare this situation to your real situation. Dreams come to tell us something about our lives that we are missing. It says that not only dreams guide us, also thoughts or daydreams guide us. The seventh insight says that we all have many more such thoughts than we realize. To recognize them, we must take an observer position. When a thought comes, we must ask why. Why did this particular thought come now? How does it relate to my life questions? Taking this observer position helps us release our needs to control everything. It places us in the flow of evolution. But what about negative thoughts? Those fear images of something bad happening, such as someone we love getting hurt or of not achieving something we very much want. So James questioned to Pablo, so what about this then? It's very simple, Pablo said. The seventh insight says that fear images should be halted as soon as they come. Then another image, one with a good outcome, should be willed through the mind. Soon, negative images will almost never happen. Your intuitions will be about positive things. When negative images come after that, the manuscript says that they should be taken very seriously and not followed. For instance, if the idea comes to you that you are going to have a wreck in a truck and someone comes along and offers you a ride in a truck, then do not accept it. To grasp the seventh insight and truly enter the movement of evolution, one must pull all insights into one way of being. So when Pablo shared everything about the seventh insight, and he is no, giving guidance in such a way that you have to align all the insights, not the one particular insight. So every insight is connected here, friends. Each and every insight is connected. So this is how James tried to relate all the insights. I guess I have woken up and see the world as a mysterious place that provides everything we need. If we get clear and get on the path, then we are ready to begin the evolutionary flow. By keeping our current life questions firmly in mind and then watching for direction, either in a dream or in an intuitive thought, or in the way the environment illuminates and jumps out at us, we build our energy and center ourselves in our situations, in the questions we have. Then we receive some form of intuitive guidance, an idea of where to go or what to do, and then coincidences occur to allow us to move in that direction. And each time that these coincidences lead us into something new, we grow, we become fuller persons existing at a higher vibration. And this is what James said, and Pablo now saying, you must learn that all the answers that mysteriously come to us really come from other people. But not all the people you meet will have the energy or the clarity to reveal the message they have for you. You must help them by sending them the energy. When the energy goes into them, it helps them to see their truth. Then they can give this truth to you. And this giving energy to the people, this technique you will learn in eighth insight. The eighth insight warns against something he called out. It warns against your growth being stopped if happens. So it happens when you become addicted to another person. So he said that the eighth insight about the glimpses, he have given glimpses of eighth insight is, if it warns against your growth being stopped, it happens when you become addicted to another person. So that eighth insight is interpersonal ethic, friends. We will see that in next coming session. So this is all about seventh insight, like believing our own intuitions, the questions. So last on Saturday, I guess, so Saturday, so Ram sir said that the questions, so one of the masters, so she is asking a doubt. So I remember that Ram sir said that our questions are the masters, are the great masters. Yes, very true. So that means we, and also these questions give us answers. And that means we are searching for the truth. We are in the right path. So we get so many questions. But he says in this insight, Pablo, so he says we have to have a right question. A right question leads us to the right direction. And about intuition, so how clearly and beautifully it was shared that intuition is always about the positive thing, not the negative ones. So whenever a thought comes, and this is also, so when I this is when I connected with the Mahavatar Babaji. So when the inputs used to come from him, when I'm receiving the message or something other, so it's not only the messages he used to guide for like to do this. I mean, not the personal things, to do this, some certain sessions and certain topics being selected. So I used to think, am I in the right way? So is it the right idea of doing that? Is it from Mahatar Babaji? So I used to it used to puzzle my mind. So I used to sit calm, and Mahatar Babaji said the same thing. So he said, intuition is always a positive thing. It is beneficial to everyone, to you and also to others and to the universe. That is what the intuition is. So just follow that. So that is how he made me trust. So that is how I build a trust in my intuitions. And this happens to each and every one, masters. That is here what we have to do is to trust ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves. Just follow your heart. And also the dreams, he said, and dreams sometimes guide us, though they are negative dreams. That means fear dreams. So they also, in that also we can take that some positive things, right? So thank you so much. And this is about my thoughts regarding seventh insight. If you wish to share, you can unmute yourself. And here also he said about how a negative thought, how to overcome a negative thought. So never give energies and just replace it with a positive one. Right? So thank you then, masters. Okay. Yeah, sir, Ram sir.
Thanks a lot, Sharda Garu. Very beautiful meditation. Time just disappeared in those, I don't know, we did how much time, it was just absent. Very beautiful. And the insight as well, engaging the flow. You really engaged us in the flow of the energy and the wisdom that came through from this insight. And it beautifully started saying, each breath fills us with energy. Just listening to that statement, we all immediately become conscious of the energy that flows in. And it is so very simple. The very moment we become conscious of our breath and the fact behind it that it is bringing in energy, shift immediately happens. Every unconscious breath doesn't do the same work like every conscious breath. And every conscious breath, when we realize that it is bringing in energy, it changes the emotion. And here it speaks about the right emotion that should come up, or that comes eventually, is the love. And that happens when we are connected. Emotions, nothing but energy in motions. Mm. And those are very powerful to start with. And then there is a huge comfort in this insight to everyone, because everyone is leading life, and in life we kind of feel that we are into some or the other challenges. However, this insight says that when you are in the present moment, that you get, when you have right questions, there is enormous support in terms of thoughts, in terms of intuitions that comes from the higher part of self. So this is such a comfort for the whole humanity, how I see it, because we always feel that we are, swimming through the tides of life. However, we need to realize that we are always in a greater support. While when we are open, we really receive. And that is all about being conscious, being alert, and there are a million ways we get answers. Having right questions is very important. And here we come through as well a very interesting topic, which is aiding others. So aiding others is as well very, very important, because we slowly become part of experiencing oneness, because we move from being one into being oneness. So that's as well very beautiful. And then very important thing that is shared here again, because our thoughts create things, it is very important that we become conscious of our thoughts. And the way you have shared again, we have to even question our thoughts whenever it is necessary. And this means that we have to move away from the thoughts which are not reaping positive emotions within us, which is nothing but connectedness. So all the negative thoughts should be immediately moved away from. And we are always intuitively guided, which means intuition will also guide us to move away from things that might harm us. So we just need to follow our intuition. Being present, being aware is how we grow in our energy consciousness as well. And when we aid others, and even when we have questions, answers come from million ways, not just by intuition. Even others guide us or help us in receiving our answers. Here they say we have to give energy to them so that we receive answers. Here, giving energy, I see it as the moment we be open, that our answers come through from every way, and we be present with the other person, we automatically receive guidance. So much of comfort is there in this insight, because we suddenly drop that we are leading, we are solving, we are whatever, to we are part of everything through which we get the information. So very, 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 very beautiful wisdom that came through today in this insight, engaging with the flow. Thank you. Thanks, Sarada.
Beautifully you carried the flow, sir. Even the heights, even it's like you set up in the top frame. So thank you so much. A beautifully framed insight. This is one more insight, I guess. Thank you so much. Yes, Nagendraji, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sadaji, for such a lovely session. I mean, you begin with such nice words, such comforting words, and and then that's how the session builds up, and it builds up, and it builds up, and finally the wisdom sharing, and how Ramji has summarized everything is so beautiful. I just have one thought to share. I mean, from what I understood, intuition is something which we generally have no control over, right? But from what you described, I felt that we can even create our intuitions. So if we, if we question our thoughts, if we keep out the negative thoughts and encourage positive thoughts, and then this will slowly and slowly build up positive intuitions. So it's so beautiful that we are such powerful within, we are such powerful creators that we can even create our intuitions.
Yes.
And the last thing which will come in the next insight, I guess, is about how our own development or evolution will not be complete unless the evolution of others is also involved. So that is so beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very well noted the key points. Thank you so much. And and friends, this is not just listening and just experiencing at that moment itself. So we have to carry all these insights. We have to be with insights, all these insights. And also when I'm reading this book, this is why I'm sharing all these experiences. So when I'm reading this book, so when I'm trying to understand it, so at first instant I couldn't able to connect. So I used to read it again. So when I'm fully connected with that insight, then I used to get experiences, and that experiences used to give energies to me, and also other insights and other coincidences it's my, I strongly say my soul path, my soul purpose. So it is how slowly each and every door has opened now. And also one thing is, we have to remember a beautiful experiences. Our mind is filled with so many thoughts and so many experiences, but always be alert. So what the experiences is we are taking in, last time in one of other sessions, when I met a couple, an elderly couple. So when we are asked, so when they were asked question to experience, to just recollect, so what are their experiences about relating to other person, so they just kept quiet. So they are slow, though they are recollecting, so they have given some time, but though they are recollecting, they are not getting good experiences of their life. So what that happened is, so when we ask the question to others, so if so beautiful experience, so what are the beautiful memories you had, if they are thinking, means see how what we are taking in, so what the experiences are we taking. So if the same question, so what are the pain you have gone through in your life till now, immediately we get the answers one by one, one by one, one by one. And here this is how we are feeling it, not the pain. So leave that pain. And Mahathir Babaji said, treat every experience like a banana. So this I shared before when we are sharing about Mahathir Babaji experiences. Take the fruit and leave the peel. So that fruit is the lesson, and peel is the experiences whom we got, the person, the place, or thing, anything that is related to that experience. Leave that. Take the fruit and go on, move on. So this is what he said. We take the fruit to give you energy. Just take the lesson and move on. And this is how, when we experience, so it is karma, we say that when we experience certain situation, it won't repeat. Yes, when we are clearing that. And also this is same law connects with the good experiences as well. So when we experience in different way, it won't come back as it is. It won't. So we have to hold that. We have to experience that. And here, always be conscious that when we are recollecting those experiences, better not connect with the materialistic things. So see that experience has to be the wholeness. We have to connect with the wholeness. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, friends. And thank you for the messages. I suggest, so please go through this beautiful book. So when you read, you can understand even much better way. So thank you so much, friends. If at all no sharings, then sir, shall we end the session, or you'd like to speak?
We have Swarnaji wants to share something. Shandagar.
Oh yeah, Swarnaji, please.
Yeah, thank you, Shadaji. Beautiful insight. Usually, when you started this book, it wasn't connected for me initially. Then I thought, oh, I'm not ready for this book, and I wouldn't I would feel sleep, and that's how it started. But recently, like I think last previous to that, I started listening to that because when Ram sir and everybody's sharing, and I understand everything is like so much message. Why I'm not connecting? Let me listen deeply. Then so much I connected. And today is like from the beginning to end, it was so clear, so much clarity about this insight. Everything so much is there. Yeah, as you said, I need to read it again and absorb and write it down, so that it goes and deepens in our mind. And also I got during my meditation, I got this intuition like everybody are gods, and because the consciousness is playing the game, and just the mind is like just to make us go through experiences. So everybody has mind. So only at that time, what is needed for you to learn, that's how the other person will behave. So take that and learn lesson, because he has mind, you have mind, but behind that is a God. God playing the game. So where is the misunderstanding and where is the don't do, yes do, right? For them, others, they are going through the same thing. Whatever it has to come, it will come because the God is playing. And same thing to us. So we just learn the lesson as you beautifully explained. Like a banana peel and banana, the fruit. So that is exact message I got. And everybody are gods, and it's everybody. We are just here to go through the experiences. So yeah, lovely message. And Ramji has summarized so well, so deeply, and so strongly. So I always love these summaries. So thank you, Sharda ji. Looking forward to the next insight next week. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That beautifully said, sir. All are gods. So that realization is it's a great enlightenment. It's a great enlightenment. So thank you so much, Swarnaji. Feeling one with everyone. Thank you so much for adding beautiful lines. So yeah, thank you, friends. And next week we will see how to interact with people. Thank you, sir. Sir, shall we end?
Yeah. Yes, Sharda Garu. Yeah. So thanks again, everyone. Wonderful way we started Friday. And today evening, we would be having Master Sharu at 6 p.m. Germany time for another beautiful sharings that come through from her as always. So do join, share, and experience her wisdom sharing as well. Thank you. Thank you, Sharda Garu. Thanks, everyone.
Namaste. And thank you for the messages, Ranjini ji and Rashmi ji. Thank you, India ji. Thank you so much. Namaste, friends. Then have a great day. Thank you.